In the pre-dawn hush of Uz, an unseen assailant strikes, stripping Job of his wealth, servants, livestock, and even his children. Nothing remains. No blood, no obvious criminal, only devastating absence. This unparalleled crime, taking everything from a righteous man, spurs the investigation. Job himself becomes the reluctant sleuth, grappling with shock and betrayal. Inside, he senses something more than fate, something dark, targeted. From the ruins of his life, he begins to piece together the motive. Why him? What flaw opened the door? His wife, her bitter words, "Curse God and die," make her seem complicit, or at least complicit in despair. His friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, Zophar, arrive offering consolation, but quickly lash him with accusations of hidden sin, stirring suspicion. Fear, though unseen, becomes a suspect, too, an internal weakness that could be the real criminal. The wife's accusation seems to signal her betrayal, but is she angry at God, not Job? Friends insist his ruin must stem from guilt, but their certainty may reflect their theology, not evidence. The thing I feared has overtaken me. Here, Job realizes his fear, the dread of loss, was a vulnerability Satan exploited. This is the smoking gun tying the crime to a spiritual breach, not moral fault. The crime isn't about Job's moral failure. Instead, it exposes how fear, a natural self-preservation instinct, became the loophole through which the adversary worked. Job confronts his inner turmoil, his grief, and the friend's accusations propel him toward truth. The more they accuse, the more he senses fear was the real culprit, the emotional flashpoint. Job cries in despair and anger. Words crack open the case. The thing I feared has overtaken me. This confession illuminates the crime's core, not sinful cause, but fear-blurred faith. That is the antagonist's tool. God speaks from a whirlwind as an outside detective, not to accuse, but to reveal cosmic context. Through the whirlwind monologue, the full nature of loss, sovereignty, and Job's misplaced fear is exposed. The true criminal isn't a person. It's the fear that Satan weaponized. God unmasks the spiritual culprit by restoring perspective, not merely possessions. In a dramatic resolution, God restores Job, doubles his blessings, gives him new children and longevity. Justice prevails. Restoration is complete. Job's faith no longer hinges on fear. The crime is solved. His integrity stands deepened, not because his wealth returned, but because his heart was purified.